They were tortured until they confessed. For those who continued to deny their guilt, there was a test, the water test. A suspected witch was held under water. If she died, she was found innocent and buried in sacred ground. If she lived, she was proven a demon's handmaiden. Death by burning was her fate. Professor Chestermere paused and sipped at his coffee. The students of St. Catherine's Academy for Girls, St. Cat, were studying the witch trials of Europe. Everyone was too worried about their upcoming exam to give any real thought to what they heard. The only sounds outside Chestermere's voice were the low murmur of clicking keyboards or the even smaller scratch of pen on paper. But Bara, remembering something about her own town's history, did the unthinkable and raised her hand. Like having just one hair out of place on a thickly gelled and smoothed head, it instantly caught his attention. "Yes, Miss Kavanagh." "Didn't Windfall have its own witch trials?" she asked. The question wasn't met with any real curiosity from the rest of the class. It wasn't like it was going to be on the test. Keyboards stopped clicking, pens stopped writing. Most of the girls just phased out, but Cassandra rolled her eyes, Louise snorted, and several other pops, the most powerful clique at school, followed suit by giggling. Bara, despite her good looks and money, wasn't popular. She wasn't counted among the brains, and she certainly wasn't a goth. She had only two real friends, Amy Frank and Colin Van Fitt, from the neighboring St. Xavier's Academy for Boys, St. X. With friends like Amy and Colin, Bara told herself she didn't need the rest. Quality over quantity, right? Anyway, that's what she told herself. Chestermere laughed good-naturedly. Quite right, Miss Kavanagh. Salem, Massachusetts, it's most often remembered for its witch trials of 1692, but Windfall did have its own petite inquisition. He paused, taking another sip of coffee. His mug claimed he was the #1 teacher. Placing the self-congratulatory cup on his desk, he put his hands into the pocket of his sweater vest, puffed out his sizable chest and even bigger belly, and rocked ever so slightly on his heels. This was a sign. He was about to go on, and possibly on some more. Sly smiles crept onto teenage faces. The more time he spent answering Bara's question, the less time everyone else would have to spend memorizing facts. Forbidden cell phones emerged from bags and pockets, browsers opened to banned websites. If I remember correctly, it was 5 women and 1 man found guilty. They were sentenced to burn at the stake, except for one. Her they intended to bury alive.